Hi, welcome to episode something, 40 something of the Cat Lady podcast. It is February something, 2016. I am so not organized today. I have not even gotten dressed today. I'm wearing my basement robe, but pajamas underneath. So we're just gonna go with it and see what happens. I have no notes. It's already Thursday. I was gonna record yesterday, but I was just couldn't do it. So here we are today. And as of last week, as I promised, I'm in the basement with the cats. We saw the one. I'm gonna get the other one over here. So we'll see how this goes. I'll probably forget a million things. Welcome to February. I've determined as of today, I do not like February. No particular reason, just I'm tired, I'm cranky, it's cold. Happens every February. I just got a little time hop thing showing me what I posted on Facebook 2 years ago, and it was the same thing. I'm tired, someone come over and help me take care of my kids. Yeah, I got this like one piece here. But, you know, this is typical Andriana BKN anyways, so. Which reminds me, BKN, video knit night, virtual knit night tomorrow, Friday, whatever the day is tomorrow, the 18th. So today's 17th, right? No. I don't know. Anyways, night. Tomorrow, BKN. I should be there. Around 7:30, 8 o'clock, depending. I'm kind of on my own tomorrow night with hubby's got a dinner to go to. So bedtime will be going solo. So sometimes that goes a little bit longer. But I will be there when I can. So I'm not sure if the Uncreative Crafter, aka Jen, aka Storm Coast, will be joining us. So if she does, she'll open it up earlier. So anyways, let's my name is Andrea. I am the Cat Lady, 2 T's, CATT, craft all the things. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Ravelry. Ravelry group is the most ideal place to hang out. I have giveaways and coupon codes and all sorts of things going on over there. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like what you see. If you don't, I apologize. Maybe go back a few episodes, because yeah, I'm gonna take a cue from the Canadian Knitter and apologize for the last few weeks episodes. They've been just kind of I'm just not really feeling life in general. Nothing. It's just the winter blahs. It's nothing. It'll pass. It'll be fine. But I got some things to show today. I got some projects done. I got two finished objects. One that you can see, one that's already gone. Show a picture, and I got lots of works in progress. So let's just, I'm gonna skip all the, okay, I'm not gonna skip all of it. I'm gonna skip most of the introduction stuff. If you wanna come say hi, come into my introduction thread. I know I have a couple in there that I have to say hi to. So next week, I will promise I will get notes. I will be ready to go, and maybe I'll do my hair. I might still be in my robe, depending if I'm in the basement or not, but I did clean up my craft room yesterday, so that's what I did. Instead of recording, I cleaned up my craft room and I got some knitting done, because I figured, okay, I can have some things to show. But so maybe next time I will actually go back to my craft room and record, and it's all nice and clean, so, because it's been pretty messy. But I'll get into all that nonsense next time. And then, but I do have a giveaway to post open, so I will open that thread up today when I upload everything. I will be giving away the lovely Sue from Two Tangled Skeins CA, also from Two Tangled Skeins podcast. Makes these amazing little knot bags, and so she is giving away a winner's choice, a knot bag in the sock size, I believe. And again, your choice. So I will open the thread, and what you'll need to do is go to her Etsy store and peruse what she has and pick what you like. And you don't have to stick with it, because I mean, if she comes out with something different, or you see something else later when I do the giveaway, so you're not held to the choice that you make right now. But if you go in right now and say, I like this one, this fabric, whatever, come in and post. One post per person, no chatter, and you must be a group member to win. And I'll let it go for a bit, and then draw a winner for that. But if you see something you have to have right now, can't wait, there is a coupon code for her shop. It's CATTLady15 for 15% off a minimum $10 purchase. And that goes until March 31st, so the end of camp. So that is that. So finished objects, I finished 2. I really am into the arm knitting. I haven't done it in a while actually, but I like those arm knit cowls. But I decided I wanted to make something nice for Emily's teacher. She's a wonderful teacher, and she spent a lot of time talking with me the other night. She had a little parent workshop that I went to, and then her and I just ended up chatting in the outside in like 8-degree weather for a good like 20-30 minutes. So I was literally like shaking by the time I left because I was freezing. And I missed my kickboxing class because the workshop was from 7 to 8, and then kickboxing starts at 8. So I figured, okay, I'll either be a few minutes late for kickboxing or I'll just leave the workshop early depending on what was going on. Well, we were all chatty and whatever. And then, like I said, I ended up talking to her for another extra. Yeah, we were all chatty, like the whole group of parents that were there until probably 9. Easily, close to 9, and then by the time I got outside and was talking, so maybe it was like 8:45, and by the time I left the school parking lot, it had to have been 9:20, 9:25, because I got home at like 9:40. Shoot, so we hadn't been out there till like 9:30, because it doesn't take me very long to get home. So anyways, I missed class, because class goes from 8 to 9, so it wasn't even close. But anyways, I made her one of those cowls. The arm knit cowls, scarves, whatever. But I did it a little differently than I normally do, and I used a video tutorial to kind of get the gist of stitch size or stitch count and stuff. But usually I'll do these 12 stitches wide and about 22 rows, I think is what I've come out to and that makes a nice thick, warm all around your neck. More functional. This is more decorative. So this is 9 stitches across and 25 rows, 26 rows, maybe 26 rows. So this one's more loose, decorative, and then I made the button band, which I'm out of buttons. I only had 1 button, so sorry I keep cutting off my head. Scoot back a little. I only had 1 button, so I used it for the one I gave her, and I put a picture of me wearing it because I took a bunch of pictures of the different ways you can wear it to show her. So yeah, so it comes around like this, and the button on there. So it's just more of a decorative fun, and I knew she liked scarves. She wears a lot of scarves, so I thought that'd be something fun I can make up relatively quick. So it was kind of a last minute thing. Like I met with her that night and blah blah blah, and then I knew I was gonna be back. That was a Wednesday, so I was back in the classroom on Friday to drop off stuff for Valentine's Day party. So I'm like, oh, I want to bring her something nice. So I whipped that up on a Thursday. So yeah, this one needs a button, but you can do like I'll just show the pictures of the different ways you can wear it with this removable button bag, because I could just sew it on but then it's just stuck like this. So, but that was a fun green one. This is the Lion brand Hometown USA, which I just like the look of it's a super bulky, because they have like, what's the other one? Woolly, thick and quick. I like the look of this one better. It's a little, they're both 2-ply, but for some reason, I think maybe the other one's a little chunkier. It just looks a little more, I don't know. Something about it, I don't mind it, but I like this better. So this is, and it's pretty soft. It's just acrylic, obviously, but a lot of colors, and I like the definition, the stitch definition you get with it too. So, yeah. So I have a few more skeins of that. I'm gonna make a couple more. If I ever open an Etsy shop, I'd throw them in there. I had a few people ask about them, and I actually put a price for them, because usually I'm very bad at selling things. I just say, oh, well, I'll make one for you, and I'm done doing that because I've kind of been burned before, and yeah, so yeah. Anyways, so that was my finished objects. Works in progress. I did not touch my sweater, and I ended up casting on 3 more things. 3 more things, yeah. like I mentioned last week, I was going to cast on a few more things, and I did. So sweater, zero progress, so I won't show that. Hitchhiker by Martina Bem. I've worked a bit on this. This is kind of one of my, okay, I need to get done projects now. I started this. This is one of my first camp projects I started. And everyone that's doing the poop along, hitchhike along. So there was Jen, the Uncreative Crafter, Lynn from Two Tangled Skeins, Amanda from Stitching You and More, all cast on these hitchhikers. And I think Brandy, friend of the podcast, was also working on one too. I don't know where she is, if she finished hers, but everyone else has finished theirs. Jen even asked, do you want me to wait for you to finish? Like, no, just finish it. But I'm getting closer. It's definitely getting closer. So this is using the Unicorn Poop colorway by Love Knots, who is Rachel, who also has the Love Knots podcast. So yeah, it's getting there. It's hard to hold up, especially with needles hanging around, and then cats that are going to start jumping at my needles. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's coming along nice. And last you saw it, it was... Seriously, I apologize for everything I do and say today, because I'm just... Oh, okay. And cats are going to attack the sides, no. Right there. There it is, orange. No, right there. There it is. So I've done 1, 2, 3 teeth. Looks like 3 teeth since, which, you know, each row gets longer and they're 8-row repeats. So it's a paid for pattern. I obviously can't talk about it too much, but I have 34 teeth, 33 or 34 teeth. And I only have this much yarn left, so you pretty much work it until she says about 5 grams left to do the bind off, which I'd like to save enough for a mini for me and a mini for Jen, because she saved me a mini of her. As funny as it is, they're the same color, but they look completely different. Her colorway looks completely different than mine, because mine was dyed over the summer, and it's also on the sparkle base, so it's a different base. Hers was dyed just recently, and within like the last December or something, November or December, and on the non-sparkle base. But you know, indie dyed stuff, it's always slightly different. It's never exactly the same. So yeah, it looks a lot different. So it's kind of cool to see the differences. So if we each knit up a square in our blankets, they will look completely different. So I'd like to save. I need about 5, not even. She needs about 3. So if I measure this and get to the, I said I needed 5 to bind off, so 15 grams ideally, a little less. I haven't weighed this yet. I will stop and bind off, see where I'm at. And let's see, so that is what you've seen before. Now on to things you have not seen before. And a huge thank you to Tanya, who's Celestia22, who has updated my show notes for me last week. So I thank you so much. I will hopefully get my show notes, my act together for this episode, even though it's not together for anything else. So we'll see. If not, I'm sure she'll go in and write show notes for me again. But I don't want to have her do that all the time because I feel bad. Anyway, so next up is the Carrie shawl, which is, this needs to be done for February. This is my need to be done for February. It's by Megan Sanders, who is Zevril on Ravelry. She is a featured designer for winter camp for February, so hence why it needs to get done. And this is using my hand spun, which is my first hand spun project, like that I'm actually knitting with my hand spun. I'm a little nervous. It's coming out. It's a decent size. I'm a little nervous. I've been a little nervous about the size of this because I don't have quite as much. I think the yardage it calls for like 400, or she used Malabrigo, so whatever comes in a skein of Malabrigo. Mine was only, I think, 350 something yards, but she did say she's made this out of like Knit Picks Hawthorne, which is only like 300 something yards. However, this isn't like a straight up fingering. It's kind of like a heavy fingering in spots. It's fingering in other spots. It's sport in some spots. It's hand spun. So, but I've gotten almost all the repeats actually done. So let's see. This is a paid for pattern. So basically, but it's an asymmetrical style shawl. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've gotten 5 repeats done and it calls for 6 total, I think. So I'm actually doing pretty well. These are on size 6 needles. Oh, my hitchhiker, I believe, is on size 5s? 5 or 4s. It's all in the notes, my project page notes, but actually looking at this looks pretty good. Like, it's just going to be a shawlette. So, I mean, even now, it's, you know, it actually would be fine for a little shawlette. Just need to get that side down a little bit more. Well, actually, you know, I like the tails to be a little bit long so that they don't keep falling off. So, but it might end up being the same size of the Grimes shawl that I did. That was her pattern as well, which I screwed up on somewhere and missed a repeat, but so, and it'll block a little bit, so I'll get it to stretch some. But I am very happy with this color. I mean, look at this. Look at how pretty this. It's like stripy. This is Fiber Stash. I don't know if she had a colorway on it, but I called it my pink and purple perfection because this was like my best to date spinning job. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I just love the fact that, I mean, it's so much, it adds like a whole new level of appreciation when it's your hand spun, you know? So it's like I spent all the time to spin it, and it's a merino silk blend, so it was very nice to spin. Oh man, it's coming out so nice. So, I mean, it looks nicer when I look at it on the screen because it's like I can't really see it when I'm holding it out like this. So, I'm almost done. And let's see. How much? Oh yeah, I still got a decent amount left in here. So, I should be fine. It may be mostly fingering weight. Maybe maybe I calculated the yardage wrong. I don't know, but I'll give this away, see how much I'm at too. So, by the way, sparkle yarnets are now available for sale and at the Yarnet website. Mr. Sparkle, she's calling it. So I may have to pick myself up another one of those at some point because I love this. It really is a handy little guy. So, and keeping this in my Hello Kitty bag, my Hello Kitty Shamrock bag, which is almost appropriate. So, but I don't care. I'm not really holiday particular, so. Got my winter kitties there, which they're really more winter. They're not really Christmas, so that's certainly appropriate. It is snowy, yucky, gross outside, so. Actually, the sun is shining today, so. Oh, but I am just done. I'm just done. So that's that. It's actually getting a little big for this bag. I don't really want to set anything on the floor because I'm in the basement and the cats are everywhere. So next and last, oh no, that's not last. Okay. Next, you haven't seen this one. This is in my Japanese knot bag from the Tangled Skein. I decided to start another pair of socks for my husband. As I had said, he wore his socks to work. And I was very excited about that, so I cast on another pair of socks. So this is the Socks on a Plane pattern by... It's a free Ravelry pattern by Laura Lineman, who is the Knit Girls, part of the Knit Girls. La Knits. Sadie. It is really just a simple sock pattern with a cable along the side. And this is Patton's Croy in the Cascade colors, and these ones are not going to match. There's not that big of a difference between the color shifts, so trying to find it in the yarn of where it exactly, I told them, I said these ones aren't going to be matchy, sorry. But, I mean, they're not going to look that much, they're not going to look that off. They'll look a little off, but they'll be alright. They're going on his feet. I did something different. I cast on 40 for the toe, because he's got like a wide toe box. And I went to 68. So last time I think I did 30 and 72. So I think these are going to fit a little better. So I just started that one. And last project. Oh, I put my needle away. And this is in my little DPN holder that I made. tried to make it a little padded. I don't know why, but it works. Lastly is I'm doing another Linus shawl. So if you remember, my Linus shawl was the red and black bulky shawl. Oh, seriously, cats, they always gotta use the litter box when I'm down here. Every single time. Every single time. It's like they put on a show for me. So pretty much I spent all day on last Saturday casting on new things. Well, the carry I casted on right after I recorded, so Wednesday or Thursday, whatever day it was. And then these two, the socks and the Linus, I believe I did on Saturday. So just started, but this is the same yarn, the Lion Brand Scarfie in the cream taupe instead of the cranberry black. The pattern is by Annette Cords, another freebie on Ravelry. Again, I'll just go to my project page. All these are on there. I have pages already set up for all the new ones too. So size 9 needles. And to be honest, my carry should be in here. Switch bags around. But just in my bigger little girl, I'm now calling this my It's a Small World bag, because it kind of reminds me of all the different little people on the ride in Disney World. So, and yes, Disney World, Ren. Strong Girl Knits podcast. She was talking about my trip to Disney. She couldn't remember if it was Disneyland, but she knew it was the one in Florida, so it's Disney World. Yes, we had a very good time. So, and I'm losing everything here. I don't have it together. I do not have it together today. Why am I recording this? Because I didn't want to skip another week, because I already skipped my week for vacation. So we're just going with it. And we're at 20 minutes, so yeah, it's gonna be a little bit shorter. So that's it for what I'm working on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're gonna get everything back in this bag. So you saw my finished objects, my works in progress. I really need to get my sweater done, but I keep casting on new things, so. Oh, that was the thing, my sweater. This is partially why I'm not working on my sweater, because it's too big. It's okay, but it's big. I was hoping to have it a little more form-fitting, but you know, it's a good 1.5 inches too big on each side a little, so it's gonna just be a more looser sweater, which is fine. I would step it down next, you know, a pattern next time. I got gauge. I followed, you know, the size that I should have been on the thing, which was a medium, which that's about right. I'm a medium. I don't wear small, okay? I'm not small. I'm not a small gal. So I don't know why it's not. And, you know, of course, after now diving into pattern notes more, which I've looked at pattern notes plenty, a couple people had the same issue. So I think it's just an issue. So I'm gonna plug away. I'm gonna do it because it's still gonna be fine. It's still gonna look fine. I mean, I don't own a ton of form-fitting sweaters anyways. Most of them do have a little bit of positive ease, I guess you call it. So as long as the arms are okay, like they're not weird in the armpits, I'm hoping. I guess I won't know until it seems like it's gonna be perfect in the arm. So honestly, it's just in the, I don't know. So something. I don't know. But anyways, I'm new to sweaters, so this is a learning experience, which I have another sweater quantity in the same yarn. I may just end up doing the same pattern and just step it down. We'll see how I like it when it's done. Because I mean, it's an easy knit and it's a very simple style, but maybe I'll look for another pattern. So, I haven't done anything else, so on to stash. I went to my knit group this week. And it was kind of a mini yarn swap. I missed the big yarn swap, which I always hate that because I love to see other people's stuff, and I usually have stuff to drop off myself. So I did. I had a bag full of stuff that I got in a garage sale for my mom that I picked out the ones I was going to use and pretty much had no use for the other ones. They were just acrylic and in colors that I just didn't like, baby yellow and lighter colors, light blue that, you know, I don't really use a bunch, especially in acrylic. So So I brought in a giant bag, and then there were a few other people that brought in a few things. So I snagged 4 skeins of the Lion brand, Vanna's Choice, in the olive color, which actually I've used this for, hey! I've used this in my Doctor Who scarf for my green. But I figured I'd make a scarf for my hubby. Not sure what, I kind of started perusing patterns yesterday, but I have 4 skeins of this, so I know I'd probably make a decent scarf out of 2 or 3. I might use all of them, depending, but he has a scarf that he bought at the store, but he doesn't really wear it, but I thought maybe that'd be nice, and I'll surprise him. I wasn't gonna tell him. So, unless he watches this, which sometimes he skims through with the sound off, so. So he may or may not find out that I'm making a scarf, I don't know. And that was all the knitting stash. I actually did get some more Hometown USA, but it wasn't anything special, so I just, whatever. You'll see it when it's in the finished objects. But in other non-knitting news, I decided to do something crazy. I got rid of my Keurig. I am a coffee drinker. I like tea. Trust me, I drink tea too. But I am a coffee drinker. I drink my cup of coffee in the morning, sometimes 1 in the afternoon. But that's it. I drink a cup of coffee in the morning and sometimes 1 in the afternoon. I don't drink a pot of coffee. I don't keep coffee on all day. And I can't drink coffee past about 4 o'clock or I will stay up all night. So, but all these articles have been circulating about the Keurig and mold, and I'm like, okay, they're just, you know, not everything you read online is true. So I delved into it a little more, and I got across a few articles, and it's not just Keurig, it's coffee makers in general tend to harbor mold, which, okay, I'm sure there's plenty of mold around everywhere, but it's like, I mean, I don't really care for the taste of the K-Cups. I mean, they're okay, but I like a bigger cup of coffee, so I always use the 10-ounce option, because it was like a 6, 8, and a 10. So it was always a little weak, and even if I used a darker roast, it was like, it just didn't taste that great. And then, you know, there was another article about the plastic in the lid was like carcinogenic, whatever. And I don't know if that's true or not, but the bottom line is the K-Cups aren't recyclable. So I feel like I'm wasting so much plastic, and, you know, just, I'm somewhat environmentally conscious. Certainly not green by any stretch of the imagination, but I try. We recycle as much as we can, and I was always and I started saving the K-Cups and made my calendars, but then what did I do with the calendars? I ended up having to throw them away because they were pretty much destroyed after the kids were grabbing on them, and, you know, they were not going to be easy to store. So they ended up going in the garbage, and they're not recyclable, so that kind of bothers me. And I ended up giving some to some of Emily's teacher, but who knows if she's ever going to use them for any projects. But again, at the end of the day, they're going to get pitched by somebody. So I got a French press. So this makes, I don't remember, I think this makes 32 ounces, if I'm not wrong, because I make 2 cups in 1 serving, and that fills my travel mug or a large coffee cup. Because that was the thing with the Keurig K-Cups. It's like I'd fill up my mug and it'd be like half full. So now technically I'm drinking 2 cups of coffee a day, 2 actual cups, so 16 ounces. But it works pretty good. I'm still kind of figuring out the balance of time and quantity of coffee. And, you know, of course it depends on the coffee I buy, but I picked up this Peruvian medium roast, organic, nutty, chocolatey, and hints of dried fruit with a balanced body. I am not a coffee snob. I know nothing about coffee. I don't know anything about flavors of coffee. I just like to drink a cup of coffee. And I like caffeine, so I like the smell of coffee. I like hot coffee. So, and now I have to boil the water though, and it's a little more, it's not terribly time consuming. I've kind of gotten it down, but I need to get a kettle because I've been boiling water on the stove in a pot, which is fine, but I'd like a nice little kettle. And I've been using 3 tablespoons per 16 ounces. And I'm steeping for like 5 minutes. And that seems to be working. But I don't know. I mean, it's working for me, but now my concern is when I have people over and I want to make coffee. Is it strong enough? Is it too strong? Is it whatever? I don't know. So I need to have people over to experiment with my coffee. Maybe, you know, maybe make a cup. Or if I have a couple people over, make 2 cups and have small samples. So yes, I need to have a coffee sampling party and just kind of start experimenting. And again, it's, you know, what happens when I buy a different blend of coffee? It's going to be completely different because it says on here this is our exclusive convection roasting process delivers much more flavor in each bean. Use slightly less coffee per brew than other brands. But I think this actually gets more of the flavor out of the bean or out of the grind, just because it's kind of directly on there and it sits there in it for 5 minutes instead of just the drip that kind of is constantly kind of moving through, which I never really understood how it gets the flavor out of the Keurig too, because it's like high pressure blasting it through there so quickly. So again, it was always a little weak. So yeah, so I think that the first time I had a couple cups, first 1 or 2 times with this too, it was like, it's kind of strong, but I think it's just adapting to something different. So there's my spiel about French press. If anyone has any tips about coffee, and I should be using, I'm not buying a grinder anytime soon. Okay, one thing at a time. I got the press, I need to get a kettle. I'm not getting a grinder right now, so I'm not getting beans. However, I can grind beans at our local grocery store. I don't know if they have the organic though. But they recommend like a medium to coarse grind. Which, to be honest, I haven't noticed. This has been fine. Because they say, okay, if it pushes too easily, then it's too coarse. If it gets stuck, then it's too fine and it's clogging the filter. But it seems to press down with a nice little bit of pressure. So this is probably fine. They have something called a black breakfast blend. I was going to do a medium roast. I like medium. I mean, that's just what I like. So again, any coffee connoisseurs, please, any tips? Seems to be fine for me right now, but again, my husband hasn't tried it out. He's only like a weekend coffee drinker. If I have people over for breakfast or something, or, you know, like Christmas time is the time that the Keurig always got to work out. And again, I'm making like 20 cups of coffee though, so we might end up getting a regular coffee pot for Christmas. But it's like, okay, that seems like a waste to have it just for Christmas. This, like I said, this will make a decent amount, so if I can figure out just the perfect all-around tasty coffee for everyone, then I can make. And ideally, I should get like a thermos to store it in. Again, all these little side pieces, but I mean, okay, those are things I can use for other things as well. All right, I'm rambling for 10 minutes about coffee. I like coffee, okay, so I need to find a fun coffee store. So if anyone has any ideas of where to get fun coffee samples, you know, that'd be cool too. Because there's all these fun teas, and I have a Tiavana, which I need to go to because I need to get more tea because I really am liking the fresh tea. But I want to get some coffee, fun coffee too, especially now that I can brew these, 1-2 cup blends in the French press. So, coffee lovers, give me your tips. So, that's it. Camp, I've not updated points. We're in 3rd place as of last week. We need to, I need to redo our points and see. So if any campers are watching and you need to update your post, I plan on getting to the points tomorrow, probably tomorrow or Saturday. Yeah. So the Canadian editor usually does her points update on her podcast on Saturday. So I'd like to get my points in by tomorrow or Saturday morning. And yeah, I have not I did contribute the cowls, but as far as that, I have not contributed any other finished objects. But my carry is almost done, my hitchhiker is almost done, so maybe we'll get to. I just don't have much time to knit anymore. I know that sounds pathetic, but I've been kickboxing now 3 times a week, and that's taking up 3 nights that I can be knitting, and that's fine because I'm doing something that's better for me, and blah blah blah. But I take it with me, I do, and I'll do a few rows while I wait for it to start. But, you know, it's not, it's cutting into my knitting time, it's cutting into my video chat time. So yeah, I'm not chatting at all during the week now because Tuesday, like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday is kickboxing. So that leaves Tuesday and Friday. Well, I should spend at least one evening with my husband because he's usually in bed by the time I get home. Because I'm getting home at like 9:30 and then showering. Okay, we're kind of going into weekend review here, so I'm in kickboxing, so that pretty much is taking up all my week. But it's fun. I do like it. Yeah, it's set up a little differently this time. I've done this class this is the third time round. They do it in like 8 or 10 week chunks. So this is the third round I've been through, I believe. And usually they set it up in like these minute-long stations, and there's like 12 stations, and you kind of do a circuit twice. I think is that how we did it? Yeah, I think we did 2 circuits round. So technically, yeah, you're working out for like 25 minutes out of the hour, and then there's like a 10-minute warm-up, you know, 5-10 minute cool down, and then a few breaks in there. So I've been burning like 500 calories, which is pretty cool. But this time, since there's not as many participants, because sometimes we'd have like 15 people, and you know, he'd have to add new stations, and again, like that was the only way to do it. Well, now there's only 6 of us, so there's enough bags for everyone to have their own bag to punch on. So we've been all doing everything together. So we've been doing the warm-up, well, okay, the warm-up's always done together, but we've been doing all like, he's set up into sections where we do lower body, strength work, midsection, arms. So we've been doing like crunchers and jumping jacks and push-ups and the stuff that really sucks. That's not fun. And then for the last like 20-30 minutes, we do bag work, which is the fun stuff, the punching, the kicking. So I really want to get my own bag. I don't know where I'd put it right now, being the cat situation that we have, because the basement would be ideal, but then I don't want my cat to pee all over it. So, but they do occasionally pop up on Craigslist for a pretty reasonable price. So someday I'm gonna get a bag, because and it's these freestanding, really large. They're about the same height as me. Punching bags, so Century Wavemaster XXL. If you want to look it up, but that's so much fun. And I got the giant pink gloves, like. So it's kind of funny, but it's fun. It burns a lot of calories, and I literally burn like half the calories doing that. Because of course the push-ups and sit-ups aren't cardio, so they're not really burning calories, but they're strengthening. So which is of course the combo of both is good. So in the first couple days I was extremely sore. I'm a little sore, but not really. Now it's just normal. Now I just feel like I'm old sore. So. Yeah, no cats today, apparently. He got me Devo for 2 seconds. I don't even know where they went. Sadie's in her box. So, but over the weekend was Valentine's Day, so I can talk about my weekend. So, Friday, my husband was or Thursday or Friday, he's like, hey, my parents are out of town. Maybe do you want to go to the lake house? So, his parents live near us. However, they have a new house that they built that's about an hour out from here that they've kind of planned on moving into. So, you know, his mom pretty much lives there now, but she's kind of back and forth because there's nothing out there. So all the grocery shopping and blah, blah, blah has to be done here. So, but his parents were going away for a while, so they weren't going to be home that weekend. So he's like, hey, why don't we see if we can go out there for the weekend? And they have a hot tub and so on, you know, like tons of toys. So they have tons of, like a whole toy room for the kids because there's four small grandkids, mine 2, and then his sisters 2. So, you know, they're all, you know, they had the family in mind pretty much, and, you know, there's enough rooms for everyone to sleep in. They got, you know, big TVs, and it's like a little vacation. It's like a hotel almost, except we gotta clean up after ourselves. So, but we have fun, the kids have fun. And so we went out there on Saturday after karate. We took Emily to karate. Come here. Come here. So we got in the car and drove the hour up there. Come here. After karate. She's just staring at me. And we went in the hot tub 3 times. Oh, the kids went in twice. And then Jim and I went in a 3rd time that night after they went to bed. Had some drinks, had some snacks. Did not stick to my healthy eating plan. I mean, we didn't eat terrible, but we had a lot of snacks, like cheese and crackers and chips and whatever. And of course drinks, I made some grapefruit martinis. Those are officially my favorite drink. So, which I've had them before, but having them again, I'm like, oh, these are so good. So, it's vodka, the St. Germain's liqueur, which is some sort of elderflower liqueur, grapefruit juice, and some simple syrup. So they're just really good. So I had a couple of those, and yeah, so hot tub in the snow, because it was like snowy and cold, so that's kind of fun. And then the Sunday we kind of did the same thing. We did the hot tub again, and just kind of, we had to clean up, so we did our laundry and strip the beds and all that stuff. But then we got home Sunday around like 4 o'clock or something, and just kind of, we were pretty much toast by then, and just vegged out the rest of the night. I think we might have went to bed early. And then yeah, the rest of the week, it's just been kickboxing. Oh, and I went to knit night. So yeah, I haven't seen my husband at all. Monday was kickboxing, Tuesday was knit night, Wednesday was kickboxing, today's kickboxing, and tomorrow he's gone because he's going to dinner with his cousin and blah 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 for kind of a work related-ish thing. And then Saturday they have work, they have a safety training, so I don't get to see him at all this week. And we both were really tired, so he's been in bed, but like, I got home from knit group at 9 and he was already in bed, like asleep, because I called him at 8:30 and he didn't answer his phone, so he's just as tired as I am. So again, it's just this time of year and this weather, and it's just bleh. So I'm going on 40 minutes already. I don't even know what I've talked about. But anyways, that was the week. Kids are kind of driving me mad. David's still having accidents here and there. He's been in diapers like half the week. I have him in underwear today, and he's been okay. And I've been reminding him every like 10 minutes to go to the bathroom. I sent him to school in a diaper yesterday because I told her I'm out of pull-ups and I'm out of patience. So he went in an actual diaper yesterday. And she talked to him, his teacher talked to him, and he said he thought it was funny. Said he was wetting himself. And he's upstairs doing something. David, get in your room. So, he might even be like on the main level. David, get in your room. It's not time to wake up. Get in your room. Later. So anyways, there's that. And then Emily gave me problems. We went to karate on Tuesday like we normally do, and we got there and she had to go to the bathroom. I said, okay, go to the bathroom. Oh, come with me. Okay, I can't come with you. You realize coming with you to the bathroom means bringing David, bringing my purse, and like it's not convenient. And we're at a small karate studio. It's a bathroom. It's like a standard just bathroom with a door. It's not like a stall. It's not anything. It's a toilet, regular toilet. There's nothing fancy. She's used it 100 times. She's used it by herself before because I've sent her alone. I can regularly see it. I can see where she walks into it, from my seat. I'm like, just go use the bathroom. You gotta come with me. And then she started crying and she would not go to the bathroom. So I said, and then class started. I'm like, Emily, you gotta make a decision. If you're gonna go to the bathroom, you're gonna go do karate. And she didn't do anything. I said, okay, then I guess we're leaving. And even the teacher came over and said, I'll walk you to the back if you'd like. She said no. So we left. I was embarrassed and she was embarrassed, and it was just kind of a disaster. However, that day we all did nap, and we woke up she woke up from nap and she's like, is it morning? I'm like, no, it's not. It's time for karate. Oh, because she didn't have school. Kids didn't have school. Emily didn't have school Monday or Tuesday. Boy, this is like, I don't remember anything from this week. So Emily didn't have school Monday or Tuesday, so Monday we made muffins and got a few odds and ends from the store, got my French press. Tuesday we went to the dentist. Both kids had a dentist appointment. So Tuesday was a bust. So we went again yesterday. It went fine. So now we still have to go again because we go twice a week. So I'll take her on Saturday, and again I'll be by myself. Which I take her by myself all the time, so I guess it's not a big deal. Yes, that gives us something to do Saturday morning. I'm going to be pretty much bored Saturday afternoon, and then Saturday night I am going out for a girls' night for a painting with a twist, sip and paint, whatever, drinking and painting class. So that should be fun. But my husband is going to be getting home late So I kind of already arranged now. He just told me, he's like, I may not get home till like 6 or 7. Well, I'm supposed to be there at like 6 or 7. So I arranged for someone to come over at like 5:30 to watch the kids for an hour, whatever it ends up being. So yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. If you are still watching, I am so sorry about everything. So please just stick with it. I'll get better, I promise. So I will try to keep, there'll be some show notes. I probably could pretty much just copy and paste all the show notes from last week, and hopefully I will be back a little bit brighter next week. So take care. Enter the giveaway for the Tangled Skein CA bag. I will get that up, and that'll stay up probably a month. That seems to be a good time frame to get enough people entered and set to pick out a bag from her shop. And again, if you see something you like and you have to have right away, go to her shop and use her coupon code that she has for us, CATT15. And again, I hope I wasn't too all over the place. I know I was a bit, so just figured I had to get something done this week. So sorry I didn't see the cats. They're bums. I don't know where I need to sit for them to actually hang out with me. One's sitting in a cat carrier, the other one's sitting on my laundry. I know. I just know it. He's sitting in my basket of dirty clothes. So there you have it. So I thank you all for sticking with it, and I will see you next time.